Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. First down, here's the run with Cook. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Give to Cook out of the gun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. Coming.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Matt Weil now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Switch.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Following the interception, Cousins. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Cousins now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
And the 3rd quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check 3.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph, his 2nd sack of the night.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Let's go. Good team on it. Good team on it. Let's go. Let's put that team on the clock. Mark 55. Mark 55. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check, check. Fresno. Fresno. Fresno.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 38.
Watch out, watch out.
Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill it up.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. Check, 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 check.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 25. Check 25.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, man. Watch the goose. Watch the goose.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught at the 7. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 36 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hey, flipper. Check 31. Check 31. Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing is Cousins. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
Let's 50. Mike 48. Hey, here I come. First. Here I come.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Yellow. Mike 41. He can't hang. Smooth.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Ingram again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Now a handoff for Dixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check it back, check it back.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Jackson will keep it, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Now this time he'll look to throw. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
First and 10 at the 41.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And incomplete.
Yo. What's up, Nate, man? How you doing? Okay. That's what's up. You in Georgia, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. How you liking it down there?
Sir. Man, I love it, bruh. I love it, man. It's gravy down here, man.
Now is second and 10 again from the 41.
Straight gravy, bro.
That's cool. What part of Georgia?
I'm over in I'm in Gwinnett County, man. I'm over here in Sewanee. I'm right next to like Lawrenceville and Duluth. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Atlanta. You know what I mean? North of Atlanta.
Okay, you north Atlanta. Okay, my sister.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was surprised maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay game, they're operating behind the sticks, second and 15. Cousins.
Begin with an A? Why am I forgetting this thing?
Athens?
Desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30.
Angie, where does
to the 24-yard line?
About 7 more minutes. I'm gonna take the wings out.
That's all right. Leave her alone. I can't believe I forgot my damn sister.
Well, if she's up here, you know what I mean, then she's not too far from me.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You know what I mean? Because what county does she live in? She lives in Gwinnett County?
I don't even know what county.
Shy of the 10.
Yeah, find out, man. You know what I'm saying?
They moved it over half the length of the football field.
You know what I mean? I'll meet up there.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
How you liking the Madden game, man?
And that'll make it second and short.
Oh, man.
I be seeing you and Jermaine go head to head.
They become just as
Yeah, man.
Y'all be battling.
He's trying to teach me. Yeah, man. It's crazy because you really gotta think. You really gotta use your brain. You really gotta play football.
Yeah, you gotta play football in this one. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. It's better than 19, way better than 19. You know what I'm saying? I like that aspect of it. But you know, it's little things that they still gotta fix, man. Like I was playing ball last night, right? I was in a franchise against the Redskins, playing in this franchise. We didn't start our franchise yet, but I was in another franchise, and my linebacker teleported all the way across the field.
What do you mean teleported?
He teleported, yo. Like it was some type of Mortal Kombat.
Like disappeared?
Yeah, like Mortal Kombat.
It came up over
to the
there?
other side of the field.
Whoa, that's a serious glitch.
Yeah,
I think the Ravens do.
He was watching that too, and he's seen it. He was like, "Yo, what the hell just happened?" I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "Man, they still gotta fix it." You know what I mean?
We knew even before they put the toe to the leather on that.
But other than that, it's better than 19. I'll tell you that, man.
Yeah,
none.
Yeah, they
and I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Word up. What's going on up there, man? How's New Jeru? You still up in Lisbon?
Nah, man, I left out of there.
Good starting field
position.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I retired in 17.
Oh.
Yeah, I retired in 17.
Jackson to throw.
But
oh, dang.
Bananas is the
Yeah, but my wife, she's still out there.
And
It's still crazy.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing, man. You know, I still chat with, you know, some folks out there, you know, time to time and stuff, you know what I mean, and see, you know, how I was going, you know what I mean, but yeah, they said it's like crazy out there, man.
Yeah.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, but I ended up going out to OTC.
From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, okay. The one at Burlington?
Right.
Or Mahaly?
Burlington.
Oh, okay. Okay. I know that. Yeah, my uncle used to work up there.
Yeah, at a group home.
I tell you, Charles. You
Okay,
play the final
okay.
whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that
That's
score
what's
late
up,
in the
man.
game with
You
it
know what I'm
already
saying?
well in
Get your
hand.
lips,
You seem squeamish about that last score.
You tried that malarkey up.
Yeah, but man, after 30 years, I was like, okay, I'm out.
Hey, do something about it.
Oh,
Stop it.
man.
I
Damn,
guarantee you,
yeah.
I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the
Yo,
points
man,
from me.
I gotta do. Or you ahead of me. I gotta jump in here, get some dinner going, and I'll be back over here, man. I'm gonna try to. Me and you gotta get a game. I gotta play Jermaine too.
Hey, well, you know what I'm saying? I'll be on for a little while, so, you know what I mean? Just hop on, man. You know what I mean?
All right. I'll do that.
All right.
All right, later on, man.
All right, later.
And it's caught for 2 points. Very interesting way to end this one. They add on a couple extra that they really didn't need. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.